A group of robbers pinned the man's arm down and severed it with a single blow. It turned out the man was a replicant robot. His original body was an astronaut far away in space. Through a remote consciousness link, the original controlled the replicant to continue living on Earth. That day, the robbers infiltrated the man's home, captured his clone, and brutally murdered his wife and 2 children right before his eyes. They then set the clone ablaze. From that moment on, the man's original body was trapped in space. His crewmate feared he might do something reckless after losing his family. After all, the spacecraft required 2 people to operate, and they still had 4 years to spend in space. If the man took his own life, his crewmate would perish too. To prevent disaster, the crewmate's wife proposed a solution. Let the man borrow the crewmate's consciousness link to relive life on Earth through the crewmate's clone. But during the next consciousness exchange, the idle crewmate stumbled into the man's quarters. Opening his sketchbook, he froze in shock. Every page depicted his wife, each drawing more revealing than the last. The crewmate refused to let the man use his link. Jealousy consumed the man. When the crewmate's consciousness returned to Earth, the man urgently called him, claiming the spacecraft had suffered an impact requiring immediate repairs. Without hesitation, the crewmate detached his personal gear, donned his spacesuit, and climbed outside the cabin. But when he reached the cooler's location, he found no sign of leakage. His attempts to call the man went unanswered. Sensing something was terribly wrong, the crewmate rushed back to the hatch, only to find it locked tight. Just as panic gripped him, the hatch indicator suddenly turned green, and the door slowly opened, allowing him to return inside. But as he prepared to reattach his gear, he discovered his consciousness link card was missing. Just then, the man pulled the card from his pocket. The crewmate snapped to attention, snatched the card, and immediately returned to the ground via the consciousness link. Yet upon regaining consciousness on the ground, the crewmate found his hands covered in blood. Rushing downstairs in panic, the scene before him shattered him completely. The most brutal scene had replayed itself upon him.